Okay, Sagittarius, what's up, Sag? How you doing in the dove? And we got scrub, we got messages for the weekend. We'll see what comes out for you. You know what I'm saying? I want to just touch base and let y'all know, starting the day all the way to Sunday. Let's see what's going down. What's going down in Sagittarius energy? Any black magic? I ask the spirit, knock it down immediately. Alchemize it into love, greatness, and joy, and more peace and truthfulness, and being fair in the world. I ask it, alchemize it into better deals for the world to change. I also ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Metron to come and assist me as I do this reading. It's time for change on this planet. That's what I'm hearing. Time for change. What's going down for Sagittarius? Now, Sag, what's going down with you? Sag. Something about new home coming. Something about a new home, Sag. Something about a new place. Something about a new home. Says, watch out looking in your windows, a bad person. Somebody in your new home or where you live or they're looking through your windows and they're a bad person. They're not what you think they are. They're like peepers and creepers, all in the place of the creepers, and they don't know how to stay in a place, like to always watch you in your face. Haters, haters, haters. That's what I'm hearing. You're haters, allegedly. Your haters is looking through your windows. They're like, you is news, your haters. You know, some haters is looking at you. It's just like getting a good close of Kool-Aid. Something about single, allegedly. Something about single. Something about May. Something about May and single. It says, you freak me out. Somebody said, you freak me out. Somebody says, you're freaking me out. This spiritual boss is freaking somebody out. They're like, I'm freaked out about what you're saying. You're freaking me out. It says, you went to take out your step-parents, really? Somebody went to take out their own step-parents. You know, this advocate said, I would do it. This advocate was saying, I would do it. Someone here that's having an sex date with a hottie. Somebody has an sex date with somebody, allegedly. Somebody has 10 or something about the 10th or 10 years ago, or I don't know. This person may live on the south side, okay, allegedly. Something like that. It says, make up your mind. Someone needs to make up their mind what they want to do, okay? Someone, John, said that. Someone named John said, you need to make up your mind, okay? Someone says, these Christians here are pressed. Something about Christians being pressed and you need to make up your mind. Something about you are wrong. Somebody says you are wrong, period. You are just wrong. You're just wrong. That's what they're saying. But not learning, see, they're not learning it yet. They haven't learned all of it. That's the problem. So somebody's enraged, allegedly, because they haven't learned their lessons. Done with this magic secret. Someone says, I'm done with your secret and your dumb magic. Since the kids are lying about what really happened. See, the kids were lying about what was happening. They were telling tales, okay? Something about stubbornness. Somebody was stubborn. They had a lot of stubbornness in them. Somebody 219 or 219, they could birthday or 219. They want to take your child from you, your family and friends in the past. But they couldn't they wanted to take a family and friends, wanted to take your child from you. Somebody 219 knows this in the past. Something about somebody named Victoria. Somebody named Victoria says, respect me or leave me alone, just period. Somebody was saying allegedly. Something about that could have happened 219. It ought to be the birthday. Somebody voted this. They was voting on this. Okay, they said you respect me or leave me alone. So they had a vote. Someone named Sarah, they had a vote. Okay, someone says don't open your front door because bad people will come in to do some damage, but it didn't happen because it's going to happen. It's in the reverse. They're not going to get close. I call justice and judgment. This group of fame, they wanted fame and fortune. They was trying to set you up with an M. I call justice and judgment. So don't open you because it's not going to happen. I call justice and judgment. It says remain grounded from people who don't see your worth. You know, that wants to cause conflict and stuff. Remain guarded against them because they wanted to come and burn you down, your home, allegedly, but it's not going to happen. This candy man or ice cream man was part of it too, allegedly. Someone's sickness They wanted to give somebody HIV in the past. They was trying to do that to you. But it says faith is substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. Something about you go to hell for you are getting karma for hurting you. Somebody's getting karma. See, they didn't want to get karma for hurting somebody. Sagittarius, you or somebody else. See, somebody says, why you got something wrong? Somebody has an STD. You need to watch out for this person. They have an STD. Somebody could be born June 9th, 1966. Something about that date. Something about somebody said they were married and they wasn't. Something about they need a priest, but they don't. In the past, they needed a priest. This person, they needed a priest in the past. They says, my cousin was trying to M my parents. Yes or no? Somebody's cousin was trying to do this to somebody, 54. Somebody says, they put magic on me, and it's backfired. It's going back. It's backfiring on them. Somebody with a HR, that it's backfired on this person. That's why you see whatever this person look like is because it's backfiring. It says, my princess, no matter how much time goes by, my daughter, I will always love my little princess. See, someone used to be called princess, and someone really loved this person back in the day. Okay, this person, they did. It says 114, your love life, it indicates a period of happiness and joy in your relationship. Okay, a black American dark-skinned man, something about it. Somebody says from Alabama, somebody from Alabama, somebody's like Cain in the Bible. This person is like Cain. If you ain't read the Bible story, somebody's like Cain. They had Cain and Abel. There was a Cain and there was an Abel, but somebody's like Cain. Come together, reconciliation, union, spiritual soul contract. Somebody in the wilderness wants to come together. They say yes, they do. Someone could be named Ethan. Somebody says you need to have faith. Your husband on a plane. Somebody on a plane. Something about a plane. Someone is a Taurus from the past. Allegedly something about faithful. Somebody very faithful. Somebody is you are a trust fund baby. Your parents is not your real parents. This person knew that your parents wasn't your real parents. So there's cleansing, meditation, and this person was cleansing their space. They didn't want, this person did that, okay? It says more conflict and drama's coming, okay? But they wanted to send 3 people will be, because of this, be emmed because of this. That's how bad it's going to do of the past, or they already been taken out. Street life is going to get very hard for these people. They kept moving in this direction. Get a job, fake. They was calling this person fake, and they was not. This Taurus was. Somebody was calling somebody fake, and there wasn't. I want to fix our connection. If somebody says they Mason or Matt Mason could have been their name. They said purple. They love the color purple. Somebody was paying to get your YouTube channel stopped, and I called justice and judgment for the past because they were getting your YouTube channel stopped with these witches, and they can no longer do it. A, B, C, D, E, F, and H, and J, they were the ones trying to get you blocked, but these witches are blocked. They're going to get 8 years sent into jail for an M in the past. Somebody may get 8 years or more about this, and they work for the Olympics. Somebody's crushed and sad and feeling broken because of this. This client feels broken and sad about this new job and career that you're finna get. And they don't want you to have that peace and that connection. Like, share, and subscribe.